He is known for his significant contributions to mathematics, logic, and philosophy. He is recognized for being one of the founders of analytic philosophy and for his influential work in the field of logic. He is Bertrand Russell. In the realm of academia and intellectual pursuits, few names resound as powerfully as that of Bertrand Russell. Born into privilege and intellect, Russell emerged as a British mathematician, philosopher, logician, and public intellectual. His brilliance knew no bounds as he made significant contributions to various fields, from mathematics and logic to linguistics and artificial intelligence. At the forefront of the analytic philosophy movement, Russell challenged the prevailing idealism of his time. Alongside notable thinkers like G.E.E. Moore and Ludwig Wittgenstein, he spearheaded a British revolt against idealism. Their collective efforts sought to redefine philosophical inquiry, solidifying Russell's position as a founding figure in this groundbreaking movement. Pacifism and advocacy for humanitarian ideals also played a vital role in Russell's life. During World War I, he bravely stood up for his convictions, leading to imprisonment for his pacifist beliefs. However, Russell's perspective shifted during World War II, as he saw the battle against Adolf Hitler's Nazi Germany as a necessary, lesser of two evils. While he welcomed American global hegemony in the aftermath of the war, Russell was an outspoken critic of Soviet totalitarianism and the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War. Russell's intellectual prowess and commitment to championing humanitarian causes were not overlooked. In 1950, he was honored with the Nobel Prize in Literature, recognizing his diverse and significant writings that advocated for freedom of thought and espoused humanitarian ideals. This accolade joined a long list of honors, including the esteemed De Morgan Medal, Sylvester Medal, Kalinga Prize, and Jerusalem Prize. As the legacy of Bertrand Russell endures, his impact on mathematics, logic, philosophy, and social activism serves as a testament to his profound influence on the intellectual landscape. From his groundbreaking work in Principia Mathematica to his fearless pursuit of pacifism and nuclear disarmament, Russell's unwavering dedication to knowledge and justice continues to inspire generations of thinkers and philosophers. Bertrand Russell, a renowned philosopher and one of the founders of analytic philosophy, had a profound impact on various areas of philosophical inquiry. His body of work encompassed metaphysics, logic, the philosophy of mathematics, philosophy of language, ethics, and epistemology. However, when it came to aesthetics, Russell admitted that he lacked knowledge in that domain, but humorously added, "That is not a very good excuse, for my friends tell me it has not deterred me from writing on other subjects." In his early years, Russell embraced utilitarianism as his ethical framework. However, as he delved deeper into his philosophical exploration, he started to distance himself from this view. Russell's evolving stance on ethics reflected his intellectual maturation and willingness to critically examine his own beliefs. Understanding the significance of scientific progress and the need to safeguard freedom of expression, Russell championed the will to doubt. He emphasized the importance of recognizing that all human knowledge is, at best, an educated guess. Russell believed that maintaining a healthy skepticism and being mindful of the limitations of our understanding were essential for the advancement of science and the protection of intellectual liberties. Russell's philosophical journey encompassed a wide range of topics, but his thoughts on aesthetics, his evolving ethical perspective, and his advocacy for critical thinking and doubt hold enduring relevance in our daily lives. By acknowledging our own limitations and embracing skepticism, we can navigate the complexities of the world with greater intellectual honesty and engage in meaningful dialogue to seek truth and understanding. "My life will recur in exactly identical fashion," Russell once remarked. While this statement may appear fatalistic, it is not an excuse for complacency. Despite recognizing the potential cyclical nature of life, Russell remained committed to his intellectual pursuits and continued to contribute to diverse philosophical discussions. Bertrand's early life was shaped by the influence of his progressive and unconventional family. Born into the influential and liberal aristocracy of the United Kingdom in 1872, he was raised by his parents, Viscount and Viscountess Amberley, who were known for their radical beliefs. They even consented to his mother's affair with their children's tutor, biologist Douglas Spalding. It was a family that challenged societal norms, advocating for birth control at a time when it was seen as scandalous. His father, Lord Amberley, was a deist who believed in a higher power. In fact, he even asked the renowned philosopher John Stuart Mill to be Bertrand's secular godfather. Although Mill passed away shortly after Bertrand's birth, his writings would have a profound impact on the young philosopher's life. Bertrand came from a distinguished lineage, with his paternal grandfather, Lord John Russell, having served as the Prime Minister twice during the mid-19th century. The Russells had been influential in England for many generations, rising to power and prominence with the Tudor dynasty. They were a prominent Whig family, actively participating in significant political events throughout history, such as the dissolution of the monasteries, the Glorious Revolution, and the Great Reform Act. On his mother's side, Lady Amberley was the daughter of Lord and Lady Stanley of Alderley. Bertrand often felt the weight of his maternal grandmother's disapproval, as she was a staunch advocate for women's education and had little tolerance for anything that seemed contrary to her beliefs. As Bertrand Russell embarked on his philosophical journey, he carried with him the influences of his upbringing and the progressive values instilled by his family. He would go on to become one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century, challenging established norms and offering new perspectives on topics such as logic, mathematics, and ethics. Bertrand Russell's childhood was marked by various challenges and losses. He grew up alongside his brother Frank and sister Rachel, but tragedy struck when his mother succumbed to diphtheria in June 1874, followed shortly by Rachel's untimely death. Then, in January 1876, his father fell victim to bronchitis after battling depression for an extended period. With their parents gone, Frank and Bertrand were placed under the care of their Victorian grandparents at Pembroke Lodge in Richmond Park. Living with his grandparents, Russell was deeply influenced by his grandmother, the Countess Russell. Despite her religious conservatism, she held progressive views in other areas and instilled in Bertrand a strong sense of social justice and standing up for principles. Her favorite Bible verse, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil," became his guiding motto. However, the household maintained an atmosphere of frequent prayer, emotional restraint, and formalities, leading Russell to learn to hide his true feelings. During this time, Russell's adolescence was marked by loneliness and thoughts of suicide. However, his keen interests in nature, books, and mathematics provided solace and kept him from succumbing to despair. Learning mathematics became a saving grace for him. He was educated at home by a series of tutors, and at the age of 11, his brother introduced him to the work of Euclid, which Russell describes as a life-changing event, akin to experiencing first love. In addition to his passion for mathematics, Russell discovered the works of Percy Bysshe Shelley during his formative years. He found solace in Shelley's words and yearned for a connection with someone who shared his sentiments. Wrestling with his faith, Russell found Christian religious dogma unconvincing and, by age 18, declared himself an atheist after abandoning the first cause argument. As Russell reached adulthood, he embarked on a journey to the continent accompanied by his American friend Edward FitzGerald. Together, they visited the Paris exhibition of 1889 and even scaled the newly completed Eiffel Tower, creating cherished memories along the way.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.